Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. May Allah's blessing and mercy and peace be upon all of you, and Allah's special love and mercy and peace be upon our beloved Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. All praise to Allah alone, all thanks belongs to Him alone. Dear viewers, lastly, I said to all of you that I will come up the video, and today, by the grace of Almighty Allah, I have come up with the video. Before I will say something in this video, I would like to dedicate this video to my sister, namely the advocate Ulfat Yusuf. She is an outstanding advocate because lastly when I was in the court, I saw her argument, and that time she was arguing tremendously, and I was impressed by her arguments. And it's my habit, whenever I am free in the court, I go in the court and see how the advocates are arguing in the court. And believe me, few advocates have impressed me so far. And among them, Ulfat Yusuf is one of them. When she was arguing, I was saying to myself, oh my God, she's arguing tremendously. And that time I predicted that she will be, inshallah, one of the successful advocate in the future. Because I have seen that time the tremendous and outstanding talent in her. And I wish her bright future ahead in this law profession. And she is the one who has impressed me. I am saying this honestly. Now, today I have come up with the grammar rules. The rules are regarding the differences between some and any, much and many, little, a little, the little, few, a few, and the few. Now first I will touch the some and any. Some and any. Before I will define these terms and rules, we have to remember two things here. Indefinite pronouns and adjectives of number and adjectives of quantity. We find out some and any in indefinite pronouns, adjectives of number, or adjectives of quantity. We find out this. From some, we can make somebody, something, someone. Similarly, from any, we can make anybody, anything, anyone. These are the compound words. Now I will discuss the rules now. Some is used with positive statements. Means positive sentences. We know there are 5 kinds of sentences: affirmatives, interrogatives, imperatives, optatives, and exclamatory sentences. In positives, we use some, not any. In questions, in interrogatives, we use some, but there are some rules which say to us we have to use some, not any. Number one, when we are offering something, we have to use some, not any. When we are asking something, we have to use some, not any. And when we are asking the questions and we are expecting the answer in the yes, we have to use some, not any. Sorry, I can't give here the examples because my video will become very longer, become a very big that time. That's the reason I'm not giving the examples here. And next one is any. We use any in the interrogative sentences most often we use any, and we use any with negatives, because we know we have two types of, in affirmatives we have two types of possibilities, whether it can be a positive or negative. But we should not to make it a confusing that if there are some other words like hardly, which is in itself is negative, hardly, without, impossible, that time we have to use any, not some. And if most often whenever our sentence begin with if, we have to use any, not some. Somebody, something, someone are singular nouns. They have to follow the singular verb. But most often we use plural pronouns with them. Now I will talk about much and many. Much and many seems to us they are same. But the difference between much and many is that many is used with plural nouns, and we have to use plural verbs. And much is used with singular uncountable nouns. So we have to use singular verbs. In negatives and interrogatives, we use much and many. In affirmatives, we use, in the subject case, we have to use much or many depending upon. If our sentence has plural nouns, we have to use many. And if in our sentence there is an uncountable noun, we have to use much. But we can't use in the affirmative sentences in the objective case much and many. So there are 5 basic cases of noun: nominative, dative, possessive, objective. These are the 5 cases which we have in the, and there is exception in this rule. We can use much and many in the affirmative sentences in the objective cases when it has as, how, before it. So that time we can use it. Now I will talk about the last one, differences between little, a little, the little. When we have these words little, a little, the little, we have to use uncountable noun. A few, the few. We have to use plural nouns. And little means negative. Little means very less. For example, I need 1000 rupees for my admission and my parents give me only 2 rupees. I will say to them, this is little money, and there is a little. If I need 1000 rupees, my mama gives me 300 rupees. I will say this money is a little money. It means the first one is used in the negative and second one is in a positive. That is less, but there is something. And then lastly we say the little. For example, I need 1000 rupees and my mama gives me 300 rupees. And I will say this amount is the little amount. The little amount. Similarly, in the few, a few and the few same. But we have to use with them. I'm sorry that I was not giving the examples here because it will become a very lengthy and very much time consuming video. For that I'm sorry. In next video, inshallah, by the grace of Almighty Allah, I will explain these things again, and that time I will give the explains and I will make a separate video on this. This was like an introduction, and next video I will give the examples. Please do one thing, subscribe my channel and comment on my videos. And I once again thanks to all of you who always encouraging me and persuading me for making more videos. I will come next time with more videos. Till then, Allah Hafiz. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.